Sometimes the human heart can be so cruel that it breaks even the most innocent of spirits. And yet sometimes that very cruelty gives rise to a powerful story of redemption, healing, and love. We received a desperate call one evening. Someone had seen a dog in a terrible state, thin as a whisper, trembling in fear, with the look of someone who had endured far more pain than any living being should. Her name was Doroteia. She belonged to a man known for his drinking and his violence. Every night, fueled by alcohol and anger, he beat her. Not out of rage, not out of frustration, but simply for amusement. It was hard to believe that such cruelty existed. But when we arrived at the scene, reality hit harder than we were prepared for. Doroteia stood in the corner of the yard, her body curled in on itself, trying to disappear. Her bones jutted out from her frail frame. Her fur was patchy and dull, and her eyes, those eyes, were filled with terror. Removing her from the property wasn't easy. Her owner resisted, yelling and threatening, but we had come prepared. A police officer accompanied us, and with his help, we managed to secure Doroteia's freedom. The man was arrested on the spot. He would face serious charges and, we hoped, spend many years behind bars. Justice would be served. But Doroteia, she didn't know any of that. All she knew was pain, hunger, and fear. At first, she was too frightened to move. When we approached her, she flinched, expecting yet another blow. But as soon as we placed a bowl of food in front of her, her instincts took over. She ate greedily, the hunger in her belly overpowering the fear in her heart. Watching her devour that first meal was heartbreaking and beautiful all at once. No living creature should ever have to feel this kind of hunger. One of our team whispered, tears in her eyes. Doroteia was kind, gentle, and broken. Her spirit had been shattered by the very person who was supposed to care for her. But deep down, we could still see the flicker of warmth, a tiny spark that hadn't gone out completely. We were determined to help her. With slow, careful movements, we gained her. She let us carry her to the clinic, her body trembling but her soul beginning to hope. The veterinarians examined her gently. Her frail frame bore the scars of prolonged abuse. But there was more. An alarming lump in her abdomen, a tumor. It had to be removed immediately. The doctors moved quickly, preparing her for surgery. We watched anxiously from the hallway, praying that this dog, who had already endured so much, would make it through. The wait felt like hours, but finally the doors opened. The surgery was a success. Doroteia had survived. When she awoke, dazed and weak, we were right there beside her. For the first time in her life, she was surrounded by people who didn't want to hurt her, but to love her. As we wrapped her into a warm blanket, one of our team whispered, "You're safe now, sweet girl. No one will ever hurt you again." The days that followed were full of small miracles. Every morning, Doroteia greeted us with a little more trust. Her eyes, once wide with fear, now softened with recognition. She began to wag her tail, first timidly, then joyfully. Her wounds started to heal, both outside and within. One afternoon, she rested her head on a rescuer's lap for the first time. "She's starting to believe in love," someone said quietly, and we all knew it was true. As her strength returned, Doroteia began exploring her new world. She discovered the simple joys of sunbathing by the window, playing with soft toys and feeling the grass under her paws. Her fur grew healthier, her appetite returned, and she even began to play with other dogs. "She's a completely different dog," the vet remarked. You wouldn't recognize her from a month ago. And it was true. The transformation was astonishing. From a terrified skeletal figure to a vibrant, affectionate companion, Doroteia had come so far. All she had needed was a chance, a little love, a lot of patience, and people who believed she was worth saving. Her story touched everyone who met her. Volunteers, veterinarians, neighbors, each one found themselves inspired by her resilience. She teaches us that even in the darkest times, there's still light, one volunteer said. Soon, Doroteia will be ready for a forever home. We'll find a family who understands her past and cherishes her gentle soul. A family who will shower her with love, never raise a hand in anger, and give her the life she always deserved. Doroteia's journey is a testament to the power of compassion. It's a reminder that behind every frightened animal is a heart that longs to trust, to be loved, to belong. And it proves that with enough love and care, even the most broken souls can heal. If Doroteia's story moved you, please share it. Let her transformation be a light to others, a call to action. There are countless animals still waiting, still suffering, still hoping for a second chance. By spreading her story, you help us create a world where kindness wins, where love heals, and where every animal gets the life they deserve. Thank you for believing in Doroteia. And thank you for being part of the change.